Welcome to our series on leadership with graduate students here at the University of South Carolina as part of Carolina Leadership Week. I'm Heather Brandt, Associate Dean for Professional Development in the Graduate School, and this week is all about leadership here on campus. And we're really excited to contribute to the programming for Carolina Leadership Week by talking with graduate student leaders, especially our graduate students who are serving as graduate in the Graduate Student Association, who are really being servant leaders by demonstrating leadership characteristics as a model for all graduate students. And we're interested in hearing from them about what is leadership, what qualities or characteristics of leaders do they admire most, who are some examples of leaders they seek to emulate here on campus. So today I have our first interviewee here with us. So we're going to get started. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell folks a little bit about you, and then we'll jump into some of the questions.
Okay, so my name is Omonefe Omofuma. I'm a third-year doctoral candidate in the Department of Epidemiology and Biostatistics, and I'm the Graduate Students Association for Professional Development. And my role is to work with the graduate school and also with the professional development team on activities and disseminate this information to students to encourage them and also to get them on that professional development track.
Great, and it's been my great pleasure to work with Nefi since she took on this role starting last fall with the beginning of this academic year, and to have her serve as a direct link to graduate students here on campus in terms of what type of graduate professional development programming is of interest and how we can engage graduate students in the professional development programs that we have. So let's talk leadership. I'm curious to hear from you what you think it means to be a leader.
Well, being a leader is a whole lot, but one thing that is central is that you have to have a heart for service, and being able to motivate people and inspire people, and also being really sacrificial to help people to achieve their goals, and also to develop people and grow people, and with the main focus definitely of achieving whatever goals that have been set.
I really like that nod to servant leadership, having a heart that's made for service and really being able to lead by example, a really important cornerstone of being a servant leader. What are some characteristics of leaders you admire, in addition to having a heart for service and being focused on leading by example? What are some other characteristics of a leader?
Well, I think a leader has to be humble, because a humble leader is easily approachable and will be able to communicate more effectively with the team or with the group of people that is being led. And also being sacrificial, because there are so many times that leaders would have to work outside the scope of their assigned official duties. So I think those are really important characteristics, just to name a few.
Sure. No, I think those are great points to think about when we're talking about what is it about someone that makes him or her a leader, and what are those characteristics. So tell me the name of one leader whom you particularly admire. Who would that be?
That would have to be Nelson Mandela.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit why you admire Nelson Mandela as a leader.
Nelson Mandela was a voice of the people, and he was able to serve the people and put needs of other people ahead of his own needs, and also for the greater good of humanity, and without even caring about the repercussions that came with it. And I think that character of service and sacrifice is something that I really do admire about him.
It's a great choice. He would certainly be high up on my list as well. So tell us, who is a leader at the University of South Carolina in particular who you admire?
Well, that would be my peer, Wale Adelui. He was the past president of the Pan-African Students Association. And why I admire him was that he took on his role, he took it on fully, because it wasn't convenient for him at that time, and then he always went out of his way to do a lot of things. And he served as a leader not just for the association, but also to the members, to the diverse members of the association. And he was a peacemaker, help them with their conflict resolutions and different things happening in their personal lives, and that is why I chose him.
All right, last question here as we wrap things up. So, do you consider yourself to be a leader?
Yes, I do consider myself to be a leader because I've had that opportunity and privilege to serve on various leadership positions, and also to be able to put out my vision. But I think that I'm still on that leadership journey, and hopefully in the near future I hope to be able to take advantage of whatever opportunity that comes my way to be able to serve on a much larger scale and make a difference on a larger scale.
Wonderful. Well, Nefi, I certainly think of you as a leader here on campus. And of course, when I made the introduction to our brief conversation today, I acknowledged that I was going to be talking with graduate student leaders who are part of the Graduate Student Association. So I hope that you've made it this far in our leadership blog today. Stay tuned all week for leadership blogs with graduate student leaders here at the University of South Carolina during Carolina Leadership Week.